So there's the, okay, this is where I am, this is where I want to be. And every 4 to 6 weeks or every 4 weeks, we can review and profile our improvements. And some of the improvements we can sort of profile, like the physical side, are more quantifiable. The psychological side, I suppose, we rely on self-report measures, which aren't going to be as sort of, reliable in one sense compared to, say, when you're doing a fitness test, you run 20 meters or whatever fitness test you do is different. But, equally, you've got something to work with, and that's the sort of key going forward. But what we can also do is analysis as well, in terms of, when we do analysis, we can look at technical skill and tactical skill. And that's why we set these sort of challenges, guys. I set you these sort of challenges to go away and do, like the penalty, the free kick challenges, the fitness challenges, and I'll set one for you as well today, which is sort of key. But sort of going through this, and we'll sort of go through this now, and sort of having a look at that is let's do a breakdown here in terms of, okay, we analyze the opposition. We did that prior to this, so we can think, okay, where am I in proportion to the person? So you can sort of log down and write down the player we analyzed, if that's where you want to be. Where are you? If they're at, say, a 7 or 8, where are you on that sort of scale comparatively? I say 7 or 8 because obviously they're not finished product by any stretch of the imagination, and you probably might be a lot close, whatever. But the ways we can do that, we can look at their physical attributes. We can sort of look at the from a fitness testing point of view. That's one area we can start, guys, in terms of what are their scores fitness-wise. So we can look at that player we analyze, those players that we analyze, and okay, what's their agility, what's their speed, what's their reaction time, what's their cardiovascular endurance, coordination, flexibility, and we can see where we are up to. And that's not the be-all end-all. We've got our own strengths, and obviously it's important that you analyze someone, in a similar or the same position as you. But that's really an important thing, and we'll touch base on that in more detail. So we need to sort of do, and maybe at some point redo your fitness test, get some scores and see where they are, the normative data. It's really important you understand your role, guys, in terms of what your role is in the team, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being high. How well do you understand your role or different roles on the field? Analyzing your opposition as well. How effective do you do that on a score of 1 to 10, with 10 being high? Because that's an important point too. You've got to be able to analyze the person you're playing against. We look at the technical side, which is obviously important too. Let's just bring that up. So we look at technical. We can think of left foot, right foot, a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being high. Skills, free kick, shooting, psychological demands, concentration, self-confidence. So we'll go through this, guys, in a bit of detail now. And obviously, if there's any questions, I'll take any questions, and we can sort of carry on working with that. And we'll set like a challenge to do throughout the week as well, if you get around to doing it, and we'll sort of see where you are, score-wise, in terms of going forward. So we want to sort of bridge that gap. You obviously, this is where you want to be. This, if you sort of like kind of quantify, this is where I want to be, this is where I am. Can I incrementally, if we sort of get there one step at a time, and obviously in the last few months you've incrementally gone closer. Some of you, ironically, have gone even above and beyond. Some of the plays, the targets that we set earlier, which is fantastic. But we can't rest on our laurels. We've got to keep going, and sort of keep aiming high, and enjoying the journey, obviously. So it's not, we're not going to sort of stop until you feel you've sort of reached your potential, and you played your potential, and you have the career that you want to have on whatever level you want to have it, which is key. But let's have a look at this in a little more detail, and then we'll sort of go from there.